Channel 1 Newsroom on Channel 1 Television. I am Omar Rusanda Amadou. Coming up. Second day of Channel 1 TV's Agri-Fair kicks off in Accra with massive attendance, many exhibitors asking for more.
It's an effort that will support government to realize its agenda. And that's the reason why we are all raising praises or showering praises on the Channel 1 TV and the City FM for this all-important program.
So I bought some tomatoes, some carrots, banche, lettuce, a lot of greens, and mostly veggies.
Farmers in Bimbilla in the Northern Region expressed concern over an invasion of armyworms that is devastating their maize farms.
With this situation, I don't think I can get good yield. So, if the government can do something about it.
Users of the Kaswa-Winneba Highway call for agent review of the construction plan and redesign of the project.
Ordering road users, especially trucks, because the quantity is narrow,
Failure of the Asinfosu District Court to sit affecting Galamsey fight, that's according to police in the Central Region.
The courts in our area of responsibility has been on and off. I understand the judge, one of them is indisposed, so we find it difficult getting him.
Well, second day of the Agri-Fair 2025 is a whole different vibe. Because I can see I'm moving swiftly and nicely and swaying along the music. That's because Nchinchin Band, my favorite band, is performing for us here. So in addition to coming to buy and also coming to sell, you get to tap your feet, you get to move around and dance a while because Nchinchin Band is performing wonders here. But of course, this is the Agri-Fair, a fair that has been put together by Channel 1 Television to bring the two parties, the sellers on the one side and the buyers on the one side. If you haven't heard, well, there's a big market happening at the Ifwa Sutherland's Children's Park here in Accra Central. Just coming here, it's a 3-day event. We started on Friday and we're continuing today on Saturday and we're finishing on Sunday. It's merrymaking, it's music, and most importantly, lots of sales, lots of farm produce from the farm gates brought here, and machinery also to aid in the agricultural business. I'm going to speak to, for starters, with someone who is engaging in agricultural equipment, heavy industrial machinery, and then also hear from some of the people who are selling produce that has been made from farm produce. So join me for Channel 1 Newsroom on Channel 1 Television. Well, so we focus on the farm produce, but what happens when you buy the farm produce? You could either store it, you could eat it immediately, or convert it to something else, and that's what we are coming to do. So this is an Eden tree. Come closer. Eden tree.
Yes.
What do you do?
Oh, we package fruits and vegetables, and we distribute to the supermarket. And we work with outgrower farmers, small-scale farmers.
Do you have the farm? Do you own the farms yourself, or you just go and you're an off-taker?
We own about 2 farms, and then we off-take because what we produce on the 2 farms, we cannot handle the demand. So we take from small-scale farmers.
So you do vegetables and fruits, or only fruits?
Vegetables and fruits.
That's what you do. So you package and you sell.
And then juice. We also do juice.
Yeah, I took your juice. It was really nice.
Thank you.
For a farm to be successful, of course, you need the machinery for plowing, for all the necessary exercises that are carried out on the farm. So at this Agri-Fair, we don't only have the farm produce, we also have the tools for producing. Hello, sir, join me. So you run this place. What's the name of your company?
Gali Genetics Farm Inputs and Logistics.
Gali Genetics
Farm Inputs and Logistics.
Okay, so you do inputs and you do logistics. Talk to me about the kind of things you have here.
Okay, we have everything that we use to rear animals to do farm work. So we have power tiller to prepare the land. We have feed making pellet machine to prepare feed for livestock, especially catfish. We have chaff cutting machine to cut grasses and also to mill feed like corn, any other cereals. We also have the peanut selling machine. So that one, we use it to sell or treasure the peanuts after harvesting from the ground.
So this is Channel 1 Television, the Agri Fair, the second day of this particular event, 2 of 3. Now, to give you other perspectives to what has been happening here, let me connect to my colleague Nashika Caesar, who has been speaking to vendors, buyers, and having a general overview of the Agri Fair 2025.
Organized by Channel 1 TV, the Agri Fair aims to bring together farmers from across the country, along with agri-tech innovators, agro-processors, input suppliers, development partners, and consumers. This year's edition follows the recent City Business Forum on Agriculture, which underscored agribusiness as a key driver of economic transformation. The Minister of Food and Agriculture, Eric Opoku, and Deputy Minister of Trade, Agribusiness and Industry, Samson Ahi, were in attendance on day 2. Vendors, especially those from the technology and research sectors, expressed satisfaction with the turnout so far.
Right now, from remote sensing, using solar drip irrigation, digitalization is playing a very key role in terms of agricultural development, moving agriculture from success to significance, where we have high yields using lower resources, i.e. Lower space area, using hydroponics, and several technologies which CSI has come with.
This fair has been overwhelming. Interplast, we heard of this, got the interest to also come and let our farmers see the irrigation solution we have for them. Talking of our drip irrigation solution and then the sprinkler irrigation solution. We came and then we've really had a very good one.
Patrons who made purchases at the fair also shared the excitement over the quality and affordability of the product.
I'm impressed, one, about very soon we will have young ladies, mostly Minister of Agriculture in the country, Eric Opoku, and also the Deputy Minister for Trade and Agribusiness and Industry, Samson Ahi. And the way they are trying to explain things to people.
So far, I've bought some eggs and some tilapia from Volta Catch. I'm loving what I'm seeing so far because usually I'll go to the open market with my list every month, but this time around they brought a farm close to us.
I already bought tilapia. This is yam. I'm going to put in a car and then come back to buy other stuff. So I bought some tomatoes, some carrots, banche, lettuce, a lot of greens, and mostly veggies.
What are you going to cook? What are you going to cook?
Oh, I think some good light soup with fufu, because I bought some banche and some plantain. So hopefully this afternoon, the way the sun is scorchy, fufu will be very good.
A key highlight of the Agri Fair is the Agri Clinic, a hub for experts consultations, personalized agribusiness advice, and technical support. One participant, Hubert Dake, described the session as highly insightful and impactful.
Today, at least, we've learned the value chain line, and we've learned a lot about the various types of poultry and the risk areas and the business model should develop if we want to go into it. And I think that we have a great potential in a country where we can tap into.
Sponsors of the fair also share their views on the event progress.
We are so happy to be part of this fair and as the main sponsors of the Agri Fair as well. As you know, Development Bank Ghana is a wholesale bank. So our partners are the banks. But today and yesterday has given us the opportunity to actually meet with the SMEs directly. So we've had a lot of interaction with a lot of SMEs who fall within the sectors that we operate in. And we've had a lot of them passing by, and it's also give us the feasibility that we need.
So far, I would say that it's a very fantastic organization that we see here. We've seen different types of organizations or Ghanaian made in Ghana goods here displayed here, agricultural products and all that. So I would say that thumbs up to Channel 1 TV for organizing something like this for Ghanaians. And I would like to also say that at Exim Bank Ghana, these are some of the things that we would like to support so that we can, expand, agricultural or agribusiness among the people of Ghana.
So far, I think we are happy because our members are here, they are making sales. I just spoke to one of our members and they're happy because I think the turnout is very good. So we are really very excited to be part of this maiden edition of the Agri-Fair.
The Agri-Fair 2025 is powered by Channel 1 TV in partnership with 97.3 City FM. Proud sponsors include Ghana Exim Bank, Legacy Crop Improvement Center, Development Bank Ghana, Agri Impact Limited, the Horticulture Business Platform, and Trillium Ghana Limited, with Farmerline as the official technology partner.
So you have the vendors, they have reduced all their products to clear, and the patrons too, they are so excited with the purchases they make. So if you're not doing anything, even if you're doing something, make your way here to the Efua Sutherland Children's Park here in Accra. Come get some of the products. There are so many variety of stuff you can buy at good prices too. Reporting for Channel 1 News, I am Nashika Caesar.
The Agri-Fair on Friday was patronized by a number of people who've come to buy and of course exhibitors. And then we had the Deputy Minister for Agriculture, the Honorable John DeMello, grace the event. Today his boss, the Minister for Agriculture and Deputy Minister for Trade and Business Development, came here to see things for themselves. Frema Edunyami, my colleague, sat with them for an interview.
Honorable, your impressions and with everything that you have gathered, what do you make of it? What assurances are you giving our farmers?
In fact, agriculture is everything. You all understand that a hungry man is not a free man. And so for us to free our people, give them absolute freedom, we need to produce food in abundance to feed the people of Ghana. As we speak, we import a lot of food into Ghana. Our food import bill is estimated above $2 billion annually. And so every year, we throw away $2 billion to the foreign market to go and buy food to supplement local production. So clearly, our agricultural landscape is a paradox which must be looked at critically. Nature has bestowed on us a lot of agricultural potentials. We have the land in abundance, we have water, we have cheap labor, and we are close to market after it's here. So we have what it takes to use agriculture to engender economic growth. And that is why His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Ghana, has set for this government an agenda called Agriculture for Economic Transformation Agenda. And to be able to actualize this, we have a flagship program, which is called the Feed Ghana program. The purpose of this program, or the intention, is to ensure that we are able to produce enough food to feed the people of Ghana, as well as industries or agro-industries here in Ghana. It is only when we are able to establish that strong relationship between agriculture and industry that we can throw out the millions of jobs that the youth and the women, the people of Ghana, expect us to do. And so what I've seen here is an effort that supports government to realize its agenda. And that's the reason why we are all raising praises or showering praises on the Channel 1 TV and the City FM for this all-important program, this bold initiative to bring changes, to get the Ghanaian people to accept that agriculture is the way forward. In fact, to most of our youth, they see agriculture as a profession belonging to those neglected by society.
And old people.
And old people, especially so because when you go to our secondary schools, if a student is in breach of school regulations, he's assigned a portion of the school land to weed. And so growing up, they think that weeding is a form of punishment. But it's a profession that sustains a lot of people. In fact, when you look at all the big people we see around, the rich people in this country, having been in the ministry for some months now, I've come to realize that all of them are farmers. The President of the Republic of Ghana is a big-time farmer.
Because I'm from the trade, I will speak more about the marketing. And we all know that the business aspect of farming is missing as a country. Our mothers, our fathers are doing they are peasant farmers. They just produce to feed the family. But I think that at this stage we need to look at the scaling up of our production, and so that we can. The president is talking about sustainable exports, and he is chairing a committee to make sure that we export what we produce. If we're able to do export, then we have to add value to whatever we produce. And I've seen that a lot of farmers are now adding value to their produce. They are packaging very neatly, and so most farmers are now ready for the international market. And so we in the Ministry of Trade, Agribusiness and Industry, we have a program in place to launch the policy with regards to the agribusiness, where we will spell out benefits, advantages that exporters can take. I'm sure we'll launch it somewhere next month. When we do that, we'll engage the exporters so that they can take advantage of what government has for them.
You're watching Channel 1 Newsroom on Channel 1 Television. We are coming to you from the Agri Fair 2025 happening at the Ifwa Sutherland Park. We take a break now when we come back. Take you to Bimbilla in the northern region where fall armyworms are devastating maize plantations there.
My name is Lydia Safwa. I'm from Safusco Ghana Limited. I'm the managing director for the company. I'll commend MasterCard Foundation and Absa Bank for the 10% loan for women-led businesses and agri-businesses, because this facility came in at the right time for Safusco. The facility helped us to get machinery for our detergent powder and other raw materials to help us come out with 3 products. That's the detergent powder, the African black soap, and the bleach. We're able to employ 15 youth in addition to our working force, and this has really helped boost our productivity and revenue as well. Annually, we organize the Global Hand Washing Day in schools within our vicinity. We hope to make sure that Safusco helps to combat diseases from the schools. We are trying to have volunteers within the school. Those volunteers will help make sure that the project is being sustained in the school.
Crowd goes absolutely emphatic.
Get ready for more on Supersport, the only place to watch all the FIFA Club World Cup.
Yeah, welcome back to Channel 1 Newsroom on Channel 1 Television. Let's do some other stories now. Now, farmers in Bimbilla in the Nanumba North municipality of the northern region are expressing grave concerns over an invasion of armyworms that is devastating their maize farms. Several hectares of farmland have been affected with the pests destroying crops and threatening livelihoods. The farmers are urgently calling on the government for assistance. More in the following report by Channel 1 News' Northern Regional Correspondent Mohammed Aminu M. Alabira.
It's another farming season in the northern region, but for many farmers in the Nandong area, the mood is far from hopeful. Last year, around this same time in June, a prolonged dry spell crippled farming activities, affecting both yields and livelihoods. This year, Whilst the rains have been more favorable, a new threat has emerged. Armyworms, the destructive pests, are sweeping across maize farms in the Nanumba North municipality, leaving destruction in their wake. Channel 1's visit to various farms in the area confirmed widespread damage to maize crops, with visible distress farmers counting their losses. In an interview with Channel 1 News, affected farmers shared their frustrations and appealed to the government for immediate intervention.
The farm has been invaded by armyworms. And with this situation, I don't think I can get good yield. So if the government can do something about it, so that the agri ministry will help us with chemicals that can eradicate such worms.
How severe it is?
Very, very severe. You can also say they have destroyed most of the crops. And this was not the way it was when it was coming up. Initially, it was not this way. But when you enter this time, you can see that no, most of the crops have been destroyed.
Personally, I have about 10 acres of land, but currently the armyworms have invaded almost every source of the land. And when you go and have a look at it, you see that the leaves and everything is wearing down. And actually, we are in trouble if the government doesn't come to our aid.
Traditionally, government support in the form of free chemicals for pest control has helped mitigate such challenges. However, farmers say that support has yet to arrive this season. The municipal agricultural officer in charge of crops confirmed the situation to Channel 1 News. He acknowledged the severity of the infestation and noted that the government's consignment of chemicals is yet to be delivered.
Because you've been doing free distribution over the years. So those farmers who have been with us all this year, when they just see the sign, they quickly come. A lot of farmers have reported this year, but because you don't have the free chemicals for distribution this year, you recommend chemicals in the open market for those farmers to use and spray. And then during our revisit, you realize that those farmers who came early to report and you recommended a chemical for them, you see that their farms have been okay. But those farmers who have decided not to come, they are having the challenge of the fallout chemical destroy almost all their food.
He further encouraged farmers to frequently visit the agricultural office for updates and timely support.
As a farmer, you should take agri office as your clinic, because we are not saying you know a lot, but if you come there, you have a challenge, you should be able to address it for you, because it will be surprising for you to see a serious farmer who doesn't even know the way to agri office.
The efforts by the police to clamp down on illegal mining in the central region are being undermined by prolonged inactivity at the Asifo District Court. The Central North Regional Police Command says it is often forced to grant bail to suspects arrested for engaging in galamsey, as the court has not sat in several months. Despite the setback, 8 suspects have been arrested in the latest anti-galamsey operation. Channel 1 News' Central Regional Correspondent is Akwesi Ado.
The Central North Regional Police Command has intensified its crackdown on illegal mining since April 2025, carrying out a series of intelligence-led operations across the region. In its most recent operation, 8 individuals, 5 Ghanaians and 3 Burkinabés were arrested at Ayamfuri in the Upper Dentra West District. The suspects were reportedly involved in illegal mining and drug peddling. Police say they were also using cyanide, a highly toxic chemical, in their activities. The Ghanaian suspects have been identified as Isaac Odum, 39, and Lazarus Sango, 44, believed to be the site owners, along with Stephen Nkrumah, 30, Kofi Emmanuel, 23, and John Nkrumah, 27. The Burkinabe nationals include Suleiman Anaba, 36, Benjamin Adibanga, 29, and Edis Rogo, 30. During the raid, Officers seized 5 water pumping machines, 2 rubber pans containing sand, a gasoline power generator, and a gallon of cyanide, all now held as evidence. According to DCOP Abraham Akwei, the suspects are currently in custody at the Central North Regional Police Headquarters in Asinfosu and are assisting with investigations. He added that specific charges will be filed against each suspect based on their involvement.
It is very true that you have arrested 8 illegal miners at a mining site near Ayamfure Township. We got the intelligence that these people have been using a chemical known as cyanide in extracting gold. So based on the intelligence, we deployed our special task force to Ayamfure, and that exercise was conducted between the hours of 4:30 a.m. and 9:30 a.m. We succeeded in arresting 8 of the illegal miners.
However, the police's momentum is being stalled by a persistent issue: the absence of a sitting judge at the Asinfosu District Court. The court has not been functional for more than 4 months due to the judge's continued indisposition. DCOP Akwei says that in the absence of judicial proceedings, officers are left with no choice but to release suspects on bail to avoid violating their legal rights. Despite this challenge, the Regional Command has reiterated its commitment to tackling illegal mining and related crimes. The Inspector General of Police, Dr. Christian Tete Yohono, has deployed over 60 additional personnel from the national headquarters to support ongoing efforts in the northern part of the central region. DCOP Akwei is urging the public to support the police by providing timely and accurate information on criminal activities, including drug trafficking, to help safeguard lives, protect the environment, and maintain law and order.
Some of the challenges that we have been encountering is that we are not able to meet the court dates because the court in our area of responsibility has been on and off. I understand the judge, one of them, is indisposed, so we find it difficult getting him. When it happens that way, we have no option than to sometimes release them on police inquiry bail.
You're watching Channel 1 Newsroom on Channel 1 Television. We are coming to you from the Agri Fair 2025 happening at the A4 Sutherland Park. We take a break now, but we come back. Users of Kasua-Winneba Highway express frustration over the use of the road, demanding a redesign of the project.
Imagine waking up to serenity every day, surrounded by nature's beauty and luxury at your fingertips in a gated estate you can be proud to call your home. Welcome to Western Villas, located at Aimensa, where our stunning homes redefine elegance. At Western Villas, each home is a masterpiece, designed with precision and love. From swimming pool, gym, playground, beautiful landscaped gardens and private balconies, making every day feel like a retreat. We also have executive plots for sale at McCarthy Hill, strategically located and offer unparalleled views, easy access to amenities, and endless possibilities for executive living. With just 5% deposit, you can reserve your space. Contact us today to learn more about our luxury homes at Aimensa or executive plots at McCarthy Hill. Call us now on 0536 502295 or visit www.westernvillas.com for more information.
She's coming. She's coming!
Oh, it's in. Madam, it's in now! Boss, let's go back. Okay, here. Take this.
She's coming.
I know. Go to the pharmacy now.
She's coming!
Pay faster, pay safer, and pay easy with Momo app. Download now and pay with the QR code, merchant ID, and so much more.
Every day, people have money emergencies. Ma, I need my school fees emergency. Mommy, chop money emergency. Emergency. Catch it. I'm your rent emergency. Now, there's a new emergency number in town.
More money, challenge and enjoyment. At the top life we got.
Dial star 770 hash for all your money emergencies and chop life.
Dial star 770 hash for money emergencies and get easy and quick access to your money, loans, and other banking needs. EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank.
Yeah, welcome back to Channel 1 Newsroom on Channel 1 Television. Let's do some other stories now. Now, tensions are brewing between supporters of Vice President Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia and former Assistant Central Member of Parliament Kennedy Jepong as the New Patriotic Party (NPP) gears up for its presidential primaries, which is slated for January 2026. While Dr. Palgrave Boachi Dankwa, who speaks for the Kennedy Jepong campaign, is advocating for a review of the party's election timeline and an expansion of the delegates base, the Bawumia team insists the existing framework is fair and representative. Channel 1 News' Elizabeth Kabuki Okanse reports.
The New Patriotic Party has officially scheduled its presidential primaries for Saturday, January 31st, 2026, to elect a flag bearer for the 2028 general elections. However, the announcement has sparked internal discord, with some party factions questioning both the timing and the process. Spokesperson for the Kennedy Jepong campaign, Dr. Palgrave Boachi Dankwa, has voiced concerns over what he describes as a top-down approach to internal reform. Speaking on the big issue on Channel 1 TV, he disclosed that grassroots members have reached out to express unease with the party's current direction.
In terms of my view of top to bottom, I have had a lot of calls from the grassroots of the party who are delegates who have stated very clearly that this is a very unpopular decision, and that if we go by the Michael Quay Committee report, which suggests that we should open the base and open the electoral college, then it is important that when these resolutions are accepted in the upcoming extra delegate congress, July 19th, then it will be key for us to ratify all those expansions. The New Patriotic Party does not just want a flag bearer, the New Patriotic Party wants a president. Now, we use the same album system to be able to do our flag bearership election, and Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia became the flag bearer. We lost the election. We cannot use that same delegate system to elect a new flag bearer.
The Bawumia campaign believes the process has been inclusive. Venice Mirakoa Boaji, Director of Communication for Bawumia 2024 team, argues that the January timeline enjoys broad consensus within the party. He warned that allowing personal agendas to overshadow party unity could jeopardize the NPP's prospect in 2028.
The National Council actually voted and was 98% in support of the decision. So when you finish and you have a dissenting view, it is completely anti-party for you to bring that dissenting view in the public space.
Meanwhile, the campaign team for another presidential hopeful, Dr. Ya Ose Educhum, is calling for restraint. They are urging party members to avoid public confrontation cautioning that internal wrangling could derail the NPP's strategic focus.
In my candid opinion, once there is another window of opportunity that we can have that discussion at that forum, I think the back and forth within the media space in seeking to address what seeks to be a family matter will not endure to anybody's benefit, and it doesn't add up to the reputation of the party.
The opposition National Democratic Congress is also watching developments closely. MP for Lambusi claims the NPP's internal pressure stems from President Mahamad's performance, which he says is compelling the ruling party to rush into early primaries.
Why all of this? But at the end of the day, or is it a panic button? That's the last question I have to ask, because that has been pressed, because His Excellency is delivering excellently. So this is what we should be talking about. But instead, maybe the sterling performance of His Excellency is putting them in a state of panic. And so they are rushing to take quick decisions, because all of this is because people are sitting around thinking, how are we ever going to wrestle power from the NDC if they've been able to bring down the dollar? Look at the exchange rate now. Look at how the economy is going. We are pleading with people to even drop prices. So, and they realize that this man is keeping to his word. So it's like a panic button being pressed just to, distract attention from the good deeds that are being done. But the NDC remains focused.
As the countdown to the NPP's 2026 January primary elections begins, it is yet to be seen whether the party can maintain unity whilst navigating through the party's internal tensions. Reporting for Channel 1 News, I am Elizabeth Kapke.
Now, commuters are calling for an urgent review of the construction plan for the Kaswa-Winneba Highway redesign project. Their concerns stem from the lack of alternative routes and worsening road conditions, which have made daily travel risky and uncomfortable. Our Central Regional correspondent Nakwesiado has more.
Traveling along the Kaswa-Winneba Highway has become increasingly difficult and dangerous since construction began. Several vehicles, including loaded trucks, have overturned, mainly due to the rough, uneven surface along sections of the road under construction. Breakdowns are now a common sight, and long hours spent in traffic, particularly around Gomwa-Budumburam, have become a daily ordeal for commuters.
Fifie by 5:30, Medu Kaswa 6 o'clock. Medu ha, I call 3 hours and 4 hours. Sir, Kabian by, but the one ha. Ufo mutu 50 Ghana, yabaji. Nti the one our ha say you beje trotro bi ade afo.
MP wa ha this year wa ha. Kan hore. Nti yet memfo de, e dey bit maka fa ho. My concession over more than 18 years. The best way, no?
At Budumburam, many drivers have resorted to using dilapidated township roads, raising concerns over the contractor's failure to provide safe alternative routes for motorists.
As I ordering road users, especially trucks, because the pani is narrow, kete. And you say to me, to send Shato says, to me, Bamu, send your bay a carcass, able to me, and you're free.
From Unibe to here, no, we spend 3 hours. And then him say, I can't know my no, Nanka double route. Nanka him say, that I know be Jana Faso. Nanka for no moyano, or Muyi no more complete ya, near that better on so. Nanka more be to that answer, but we are more to tune in our book.
Speaking to Channel 1 News, the Assemblyman for Gomwa-Budumburam, Emmanuel Dogbe, called for an urgent review of the contractor's operational approach to ensure safety and smoother traffic flow.
So I want to use this medium or this platform to appeal to the necessary authorities to see to it that whatsoever they need to do to, bring down this traffic situation, they should do it as soon as possible.
Though he declined to speak on camera, the Budumburam District Police Commander told Channel 1 News that poor coordination between the contractor and police has made traffic management extremely challenging for officers on the ground. Upon completion, the redesigned Kaswa-Winneba Road is expected to feature underpasses at Sapato Junction, Budumburam, and Awutu-Breku, along with an overpass at Akuti Junction, all aimed at easing traffic congestion. But the project has already been marred by serious incidents, flooding at Otreko on 2 occasions, a stone blast at Gomugadabenyin that damaged residential buildings, and another deadly blast at Budumburam that claimed 3 lives, injured several others, and destroyed property. Many affected residents say they have yet to receive full compensation. Attempts by Channel 1 News to reach officials of the construction firm, NAC Fairmont Company Limited, have so far been unsuccessful. For Channel 1 News, I am Akwesi Ado, Buduburam, Central Region.
Now, what should be serving as a lifetime for thousands of commuters has instead become a daily nightmare. The 3 Junction, Ashalaja Road, a vital artery connecting communities within the Gan West and Gan South municipalities, is in a state of severe disrepair. Plagued by deep potholes and poor drainage, the road hasn't seen any significant maintenance since 2012. Residents say it's not just demanding or damaging vehicles, but also disrupting lives and livelihoods. Channel 1 News' Melody Fafa Potife has more.
At a glance, the 3 Junction Ashalaja Road might seem like just another suburban route. But for the many who rely on it daily, from Dentra, Obeyeye, Achiaman, Ashalaja to Domiabra, it's become a relentless struggle.
We are going to do sad drip machines. What would the bar say? Young French top me say, got this 20 near. Nasa, Omo winner, I didn't machines in Montpellier, no machines in a way.
Now, a single trip on this stretch, residents say, is a nightmare they have to battle with every single day.
And Yakura, and I know Abobo Yadu grab a tomb, you see our Luduna, Danibutu, Nanita, Cratch, Tiabesra, Abino, Madauroma, Mama Diana, Momaya, and Yakura.
Drivers also share their ordeal, citing frequent visits to mechanics due to the road's poor condition.
6:30. Obenya car afro no akodura masama na 10 abo nti azumi so okwa adwuma wo ministries abibe no bekodu no beye adwuma nti de ye kan se yesre aban no any municipal any MP honorable said them any jibo because ekwan we ni mienu no ekwan free amasama to asaraja obom road no enyina ye yibo aside na baby ejran so de ko amasama no so ye honorable said them Chesro mara omunhwe no muni municipal nka mum
emfa ni easy cra so to thought ya kwan we won say passengers net bre ufa o just ufa load cra akra be so car akosei ya complain sa ban bia ba ya complain sa enti the best friend say ya de beto aban oban mi so ya best friend so betumi aba be hwe no maboy kakra
kwan ni nyina se kura ya dwene ho ya ntiase yes, machine DC for no office ya somebody be du kwan no omumfa grade that me du kwan na ase kwan no kura nti esra ni die kwa so ye mpa inform me ya man ye bre wa hapa
madam keje lebi ni tone afite passenger say amejaja mi ni mu le ni ma free fita fun yoko te ka tone ko shi kuma to le fe fite echi ni bi fe fite nka ona ni to ale e ga ba he ni mana chika ni ga sa tone ngasa ni hu omo yemi no bia ni ya to omo ko mo mba ya kwe passenger say am tell ashe passengers say am tell ashe ameka
Beyond vehicle damage and delays, the road's condition poses a more serious risk. Residents recount cases where emergency services refuse to use the route. One young woman who asked to remain anonymous shared that she suffered a miscarriage while traveling on the road, a stark reminder of the human cost of inaction. Efforts to repair the road have been inconsistent. Previous patchworks were quickly eroded, victims of poor drainage and low-quality materials.
There has been some reshaping recently on this road, but because of the weather, that is the rainy season, the reshaping was done. I think then the following day it rained, so it went back to its old shape. We've been told that this road was awarded to a contractor, that is from Amasaman to Aikano Blow, somewhere in 2021, and up to now nothing has been done. The current MP and the MC told us that they are working very hard for it to be repackaged and then very soon we'll see changes.
We are currently standing here at one of the worst hit portions of the 3 junction Ashalaja Road. Just meters ahead, deep potholes have turned the road into a trap. Vehicles swerve dangerously, some even mount the shoulder to avoid getting stuck. Ordinarily, a trip from the 3 junction to Ashalaja should take roughly 20 to 25 minutes. Now, road commuters say it now takes well over an hour or even more to make the journey.
During the elections that we saw the candidate of the NDC, when they brought the drip, something like the drip, but then they came and then leveled the road for us. Since they've not had anything. And looking at the stress, now this place is becoming a major road. Everybody is passing here, everybody is using this major road. There's my car is inside. I'm just going to take my car outside. If I would drove from Amasama police stations to cars, it take me like 4 hours to get there.
Off the record, the Member of Parliament for Amasaman, Sedem Apenyo, told Channel One News that budget approval delays are partly to blame for the stalled project. Meanwhile, Edwin Tay, urban roads engineer for the Gan West Municipal Assembly, explained that once the contract is awarded, construction could take up to 24 months due to extensive drainage work required. When the clouds begin to form, anxiety builds because residents plying the 3 junction Ashalaja Road know that the road will almost be unmotorable. Residents are calling on the Assembly and government to bring some sort of relief as the road continues to deteriorate. Reporting for Channel One News, I am Melody Fafa Botufe.
Now, the Western Regional Health Directorate has reactivated its public health emergency response system to tackle the rising cases of Mpox, formerly known as monkeypox. The move comes as the region now accounts for a staggering 71% of all confirmed cases nationwide. Channel One News' Western Regional correspondent Akwesi Jenim reports from Esipon.
The first case of Mpox in the Western region was recorded on May 23rd this year in Takwa. Speaking on behalf of the Regional Health Director at the Western Regional Development Retreat in Esipon, the Chief Pharmacist at the Regional Health Directorate, Kojo Otre Ampenten, revealed that the region has so far confirmed 43 cases, representing 71% of the national total.
A regional hospital, Efiam Kwanta, is undergoing some revamping, but as we speak, the work is stalled, and I pray that very soon work will start so that we're able to complete it for the very purpose for which that project was started. Just to emphasize the point that this is a critical need that all of us beyond here will have to trumpet and support.
Also addressing the retreat, the Western Regional Minister, Joseph Nelson, described the outbreak as a wake-up call to strengthen the region's healthcare systems. He appealed to the Regional House of Chiefs to support his push for improved health infrastructure, particularly the upgrade of the Efiam Kwanta Regional Hospital.
We have reactivated a public health emergency response team, and they are coordinating activities on daily basis. Updates are coming from all the districts, and then the case management is also ongoing. And then there's active surveillance. So any case that we see, we identify the contacts and then they follow up on this contact to see whether they will also become positive. And there's effective risk communication ongoing, where what I'm doing right now, I've just chipped through some risk communication. There's active one going on radio, churches, one-to-one engagements. These are all ongoing.
A major cleanup exercise has taken place across all districts in the Ashanti region, with residents, assembly officials and security personnel coming together to address poor sanitation issues. The initiative was led by Ashanti Regional Minister Dr. Frank Amoakohene, who stressed the importance of maintaining a clean and healthy environment. Ashanti Regional correspondent Bright Yeboah has more in this report.
The exercise, organized by the Regional Coordinating Council in collaboration with the Metropolitan, Municipal and District Assemblies, saw thousands of residents in this exercise.
From bustling urban centers to remote communities, a coordinated cleanup exercise was undertaken in every district of the Ashanti region as part of a renewed drive to boost environmental hygiene. Dr. Amakone visited 5 districts to inspect the progress of the exercise. In each location, residents were seen actively desilting drains, clearing refuse, and sprucing up their surroundings.
Cleanliness is next to godliness. And since my assumption of office as regional minister on 6th March, we were all about cleaning the city and the region. On 12 April, we did same. In May, we dedicated that period for the silting of our gutters. And then in June, we decided to host a region-wide cleanup exercise.
Speaking during his tour, the minister raised concerns about persistent delays in waste collection in some districts. He called for swift solutions, to which he described as a pressing issue.
There's a little concern with the fact that when you visit the site, you realize that most of the refuse have been there for quite some weeks onto the cleanup exercise. So it brings up the question as to who has that responsibility of making sure it is taken out. Is it given out for contract? If not, then the assembly must be up and doing and making sure that these refuse are taken off as and when they are made.
He also encouraged residents to make sanitation a daily habit, emphasizing the need for personal responsibility in maintaining a clean environment.
It will take 3 things for us to be able to have a good control of our sanitation problem as a region. 1 is a mental reset, to stop littering, until we are able to reset our mind and know that the country belongs to us all, for which matter we must keep it clean. We may be struggling with the fight. The second is law enforcement, and I've tasked the city guards and the municipal and district chief executive and the mayor that they should not relent on their efforts in making sure that they enforce the laws so far as our sanitation is concerned. And the third is that people keep complaining that why is it that every day we're going for cleanup exercise, where is it every day? So far as we keep bathing, we will keep cleaning our environment.
Dr. Amakone reaffirmed his commitment to realizing the President's vision of making the National Sanitation Day initiative more effective and results-driven.
Next 2 weeks, there will be another region-wide cleanup exercise. We want to restore, in accordance with the President's directive, the National Sanitation Day, which marks the first Saturday of every month. So the first Saturday of July, we will be out again to do some cleanup exercises.
Meanwhile, metropolitan, municipal and district chief executives across the region have pledged to uphold the momentum by sustaining regular cleanup campaigns and improving sanitation infrastructure.
Wherever you are, you have to clean your front. If you come and your front is dirty, you are going to be charged. And when you charge and you are unable to pay the charge, the next thing is that you will be compared to be moved out of wherever you are. And like I said, it's also going to go with sanctions. Well, bylaws are there to support whatever decision that we have taken. We have taken as far as cleaning the environment is concerned.
This exercise will not be a one-day wonder. Today is the beginning of a new change. I'm going to sustain it every month. We will choose one Saturday to do the cleanup exercise, to make sure we get a cleaner Asokwa municipal.
With strong community participation and support from local authorities, the Ashanti region is taking a bold step in ensuring a healthier and cleaner future. For Channel 1 News, I am Bright Tieboa.
Well, that's it for Channel 1 Newsroom on Channel 1 Television. I am Umar Risandamadu. Thank you so much for watching us.
On the Upside Down Show this week, we present to you the bold, vibrant, and brilliant